Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You are listening to The New Yorker on Icon Radio, and I am Mylious, and I am the New Yorker. And after a few months off, I am very happy to be back, super happy to be back to give you a bit of what I've been listening to over this time off this summer. Still, we're struggling to get some live shows going, but we did do a few DJ sets here and there, a lot of time in the studio rehearsing and sharing music with friends and just getting together and actually sharing more music than playing this summer, which was a bit of an experience, I have to say. A bit different summer than we're, or at least I'm normally used to. But anyway, it was a time to hang out with family, see friends, listen to music, eat a lot of food, some days at the beach. Just an all-around good time. There was Piano City a few weeks ago. There were a couple of festivals here in town this summer, and now we're back to it. Here we are, the New Yorker. So listen, I just want to share with you guys today what I've been listening to, what's been inspiring me, doing some recording sessions, sharing music, like I said before, with friends. So I'm just going to run it down. This is what I've been listening to over the last few months, this entire summer. Some new records have come out. I've resurrected some old records. Fell in love with music I haven't heard in 15, 20 years. So listen, today's show is about this. It's about what we've been doing all summer. All right, let's start with this because I'm happy to be back. Here's Happy, Pharrell Williams, Stro Elliott remix.
be unique. I promise not to repeat things other people say.
Don't try to hide away. You know you've been on, though I'm keeping calm. I'm not on. Go away, my love. Thought I could change our fate. I tried again, but this delay is more than I can take, and it got to me. When you say your love and you walk away, what could you be on? Now you're not around, but I hope you see I will be full on if it's up to me. That's all I got. Feels so good doing me. If you take a look at the time you took and move on, but don't go too far, my love. We could try harder, baby. There's gotta be a better way. So much that we could make. And you got to me when you stake your love, but you run away. What could you be on? Now you're not around, but I hope you see. Gotta be full on if it's up to me. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Wish I could think a better way. I lost my patience yesterday. If you can see inside of me, be no hurt on my x-ray. Opponents trying to check me, but I don't see no escape. Just trying to keep my head straight. On thin ice with the ice skates. At times I feel like giving up, cause it feel like I had enough. Feel like my soul in handcuffs. Got questions but no answers. Can't help me out, I need a friend. I'm losing faith in this world of sin. Trying to make ends meet with a week, don't sleep. It's like a cycle that never ends. I can't pretend with no handling. I can't take care of no grown man. I'm by myself crying for help, but won't get saved by no Superman. I'll come down to the mighty dollar. Greed and lust, abuse and power. Clock is ticking hour after hour. Maybe when I throw my hands up high.
When you stake your love, but you run away, what could you be on? Now you're not around, but I hope you see. Gotta be full on if it's up to me.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Listen, you're listening to The New Yorker here on Icon Radio. My name is Mylious. Thank you for joining us or sticking with us. Listen, that first track we played was one of my favorite songs of all time, obviously Happy. And we were talking earlier about being inspired, and I've been listening and going back and checking out a lot of the old tracks produced by Pharrell Williams and the Neptunes, and the sounds and the textures they use on the albums, and just the straight raw beats, man. They somehow embodied the essence of hip-hop with the boom bap, even when they would go electronic in their sound or experimental with like NERD. I just love that. And then Stro Elliott, who's another great producer and musician, also from a group called the Percussions, who I like very much, who in a couple of weeks we'll get into them a little bit. And the track just after that, honestly, I don't think gets enough light, and it's from the Gorillaz album, the one of their last projects they did, and it's called Submission, and it's featuring Danny Brown and Kayla, and it's a great track. Danny Brown is one of my all-time favorite rappers of all time, And again, now that we're back on air, we're going to get into a bit of that heavy rap on this show as well, because I have to address a few topics as we go on. But anyway, I want to remind everyone that I am here every Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. And you can come rock out with me. I just try to bring the flavor from New York. New York is a bit of everything. So we try to do a bit of everything. Keeping that in mind, I was listening this summer. A lot of new records came out, Zanka. A whole bunch of new ones from great artists like Common. I was checking out his new record, and this song is one of my absolute favorites. Me and the kids bump in the car to this one. This is What Do You Say, featuring PJ.
Now when it's come man called Common featuring PJ, alongside Gangsta, your favorite DJ. Ooh wee. Yes, rude boy, and rude girls alike. How you mean?
What do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah. Need it, baby.
Yeah.
Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you. Yeah, what do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you.
Let free be between us, you my Medina, a queen like Amina or Fatima, redeemer of passion. We both have compassion for the black diaspora and all its vastness. You in my plans, thinking of a master, the essence of your dance, the truth in your laughter that I wanna capture and cultivate stature. I'll be here for you till the hereafter. There's a clear path to the love inside you. My name's Rashid, it means I'm a guide to we both are driven. That's why we arrived to a place where now anything we can ride through. To tell the truth, I lied and been lied to. Seeker of a deeper ether, you don't have to hide you. Time to be in front, time to be beside you. I don't wanna move with nobody besides you.
What do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah. Need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you. Yeah, what do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah. Need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you.
Special to me, and it's pretty much the same for anyone when meet you. 'Cause to know you is to want you and to need you. And them a go on like them blind when them see it. Special to me. You greet them with a smile, them I wonder how I sweet you. Meditation, high negativity beneath you. Stand up side by side on our own 2 feet. Like his and her majesty, when them fulfill the prophecy. And coronate as king and queen so the whole world can see the palace run on one policy. Let the foundation be honesty, and let us love each other honestly. Like a flame against the wind, but our lamp is kerosene, it burn longer than matchstick.
What do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah. Need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you. Yeah, what do you say to having one of them hell of a nights? Move it, baby. We can make it larger than life. Leave me, baby. Yeah. Need it, baby. Won't beat around the bush like they do, 'cause I see something special in you. Yeah,
Man, listen, all summer I was rocking to this song. I played it in a couple of DJ sets. It just hit the spot. And I left a little bit of surprise that it was the remix, not the original version with my man Damian Marley on it. And, you know, just when you hear his voice, or anyone from his family for that matter, it just makes you feel good. And in the vein of what was going on, because I went back and I was listening to a lot of Afrobeat, a lot of reggae, a lot of dub, a lot of these things, I found a lot of these interesting remixes. In that process of digging, I stumbled upon a vinyl that, you know, I have the digital version, but it's just something about listening to this from the vinyl, and it gave me an idea for my program. Every show, I'm going to dig and find a particular obscure beat or even a track that we know that maybe we haven't listened to in a long time. I'm gonna dust it off and I'm gonna bring it in. Today, because this man has always had some great drummers that played with him, and this is the great Bill Withers, and this song was recorded in 1972. So this song is actually older than me, if you can imagine. And it's still relevant in terms of sound. I was listening to this record in particular because of how the drums sounded, how they were recorded, how the album was mixed. The whole feel of it was completely incredible. Anyway, here's my old school track for the day is Bill Withers, Kissin' My Love. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the New Yorker here on Icon Radio. Just to remind you, I am here every Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. And listen, if you don't catch me live, there is a podcast and it's on Spotify. It's The New Yorker. And you just go to Spotify. You can download all the past podcasts, even from before we took the break. All of those are there as well. And yeah, catch up with me on social media. Follow Icon Radio on Instagram and on Facebook and keep up with all of the events and the special guests coming in. By the way, I have been given special permission this year to finally put some drums in this studio and bring some friends by to do some surprises. I want to say that next week, I'm happy to have my good friend here, Mr. Gabriele Pozzo. We did a great project together, but we'll get into more of that later in the show and for sure next week. Anyway, listen, I had played before this Bill Withers track because of how the drums were produced, how the bass was recorded, how it sounded, and all of these things. And directly after that, I wanted to put Thundercat because to me, in terms of sound, he's one of the guys who embrace how you say, the older method of recording in terms of sound. When you listen to his bass, he gets that real dirt and grit off of it, gives me that James Jamerson feel to it and all of that good stuff. But again, it always goes back to the old school. The groove foundation of James Gadson is always great with Bill Withers. Anyway, moving forward, something happened really strange this summer. In my earlier years playing, I did a lot of work with Louis Vega and Kenny Dope and Masters at Work and New York Soul with La India. I got to play some drums and percussion on a lot of those records. And during the summer, there was like an anniversary of what was happening with all of these records, and the anniversary's coming up. And these guys are recording again, and I started to listen, and in listening and just talking with them, I found an artist I had been listening to the whole time, Cesar Trujillo, and his project Conclave. Here's a song that I'm really, really into. It's called Twice. Cesar Trujillo.
My back on you. I fell flat on my face, but didn't lose. Tell me, where would I go? me what led you on. I'd love to know. Was it the blue night gone fragile? Was it both men in wonder steady gone under? Was it the light waves so frightening? Or was it two wills, one nearer holding us nearer now? So high, got lost with so many lovers singing the song. Was it the blue night gone fragile? Or was it both men in wonder steady gone under? Was it the light way so frightening? Or was it two wells or one mirror holding us dearer?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Big Tone, to rock, JD. What? I'ma let y'all niggas pop the coochie, cause you pussy. Plus this 4-5 bustin' the back that ass up like juvie. Sophisticated bourgeois niggas with bad habits. And if you don't like it, you can get it and stick it where the sun don't glisten. Niggas is critics and some don't listen, I told y'all. Persevering through all of this bullshit and life is a black six and a hood rag catching the contact plus the energy. Get my brains blown out like John Kennedy. Remember me? Split a nigga ear to cheek within a beat. Best kept secret, got some shit fixin' to hit the street. Y'all niggas ain't even an issue. So real a nigga bleed through the pencil.
I need to stay on the scene, cause y'all gay motherfuckers is mean. I'm seeing buying beats off this nigga, that's like the end of my career. I tell a nigga like Fuzz, man, fuck that. I'm trying to add these bitches like, you see me, I touch lax. Give niggas pounds like, see me, I touch lax. Plus tracks banging out the back of the range. Respect my gunning. I speak with a double barrel slang in unison with this music in the back of my brain. Rocking straw hats and Pradas, calm me eating on McDonald's, but I know the time. It's time to get you up a bottle. Shit that's hard to swallow, you ain't even an issue. I'm so real, a nigga ain't got an issue.
It's like that. Turn it up, baby. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Turn it up.
What?
Yeah.
What? What?
What?
What?
Turn it up, baby.
What?
Feel it.
I got a new respect the half-ass rappers and whack producers. There's something about pure talent that attracts the useless, but drains the pure talent juiceless. That's detrimental to the fruitless that drink artificially flavored sodas. Big egos to compensate small frames like Yodas. American made break down like dollar store purchases. When so-called real niggas turn to Catholic services, you know purping is you, don't hate me. I play hooky from new schools and teach about the old. Where rap cats this cold like Michigan weather. Sporting football gear, pushing Timberland leather through city blocks with scriptures that blast and turn motherfuckers into father figures. Y'all niggas better recognize ain't shit jumping off unless tobacco authorized. Tell a nigga like this, make like dwelling and rise. Cause BC and everything we make is fly.
I got a lot of shining to do, and when I drop, I'ma redefine hot. So y'all niggas got a lot of rhyming to do. I'm trying to get a spot with a view, a tan 6 and a watch band with a diamond or two. Understand it? So granted, I'm a bust till I can't breathe, and every chicken alive got my cover the vibe. That's the Usher of Jay-Z's, the Montana way. Crashing cabaret, glasses a cradle, link swinging past my navel, cocky enough to captivate you. You're all consumed. Just mad at arrogance in the air when I walk in the room. Recognize what you quest and press on, and if it ain't dawn, y'all niggas still pawns on the chessboard. Like Cat said, don't nobody give a fuck until you get them ducks and hit them up. I spit for the bucks, square business. What? Niggas, it's like that. JD, drop the beat. What?
Welcome back to the New Yorker here on Icon Radio. I'm your host. I am Mylious Johnson, and I am the New Yorker. It's in my blood. Anyway, that was Jay Dilla with It's Like That, and that's off of the Welcome to Detroit album, one of my favorite records of all time, besides that he is one of my favorite producers of all time. Just his palette of sound, his beat making, his overall style in general, really big influence on me. And I really got into a lot of his projects over the summer, listening to Jay Dilla Loves Japan, Donuts, getting back into Donuts. Man, really, this summer was, like I said before, a summer of listening. Before that, I was telling you, I bumped into this artist, Cesar Trujillo, with the project Conclave, and they came up through Louis Vega and Kenny Dope. He's out of the Bronx. I think he's living in Brooklyn now. And I just saw they did something at, I guess, Fashion Week that just happened in New York. They did a live set, which looked off the chain. Really a great set. I saw live music, live house music done in front of you, built, composed, right on the spot. Really a great show that I saw. But, you know, as I said, this summer was a time of reflecting as well. I got back into some old school hip hop, and here's one from a legend. And I love this track because of its simplicity. It's so simple. The way it was made, the beat itself, how he rhymed over it is very childlike, and it's lasted the test of time. I want to say this song is almost about 30 years old, if I can speak correctly. And here is the god, the legend, Biz Markie with Just a Friend.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9, 10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Because when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend. Come on, I'm not even going for it. This is what I'm going to sing. You got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, and you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend, but you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need, this time, I thought just having a friend couldn't be no crime. Cause I have friends, and that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack. Forget about that, let's go into the story about a girl named blah 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 that adore me. So we started talking, getting familiar, spending a lot of time so we can build a relationship or some understanding how it's gonna be in the future we was planning. Everything sounded so dandy and sweet, I had no idea I was in for a treat. After this was established, everything was cool. The tour was over and she went back to school. I called every day to see how she was doing. Every time that I called her, it seemed something was brewing. I called the room, a guy picked up, and then I called again. I said, yo, who is that? Oh, he's just a friend. Don't give me that. Don't even give me that. Just bust this. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. So I came to her college on a surprise visit to see my girl that was so exquisite. It was a school day. I know she was there the first semester of the school year. I went to a gate to ask where was a dorm. This guy made me fill out a visitor's form. He told me where it was, and I was on my way to see my baby doll. I was happy to say. I arrived in front of the dormitory. Yo, could you tell me where is door 3? They showed me where it was for the moment. I didn't know I was in for such an event. So I came to a room and opened the door. Oh, snap! Guess what I saw? A fella tongue kissing my girl in the mouth. I was so in shock, my heart went down south. So please listen to the message that I sent. Don't ever talk to a girl who says she just has a friend. Has a friend. Has a friend. Has a friend. Has a friend.
No more running from my skeletons. Bad belly people, they don't fit do me anything. If the road gets rocky and you don't lose your way, you better know love be the medicine to restore the balance. Water my seat so I feel grow through every challenge. Como te vitalivo, I wear my crown just like a queen. Oh, Monson no ni memo. My mama said,
sometimes when I feel a little down and nothing seems to go my way, no matter how hard I try, I'm stuck in the same old place. Sometimes when I feel a little down and nothing seems to go my way, nothing goes my way. No matter how hard I try, I'm stuck in the same old place.
And the record go 5, 4, see my down. See my mama tell me make I hold it down. Bad mind but I'm still around. Time and time I go wear my crown. 3, 4, see my down. See my mama told me make I hold it down. Bad mind but I'm still around. Why you people not fit on me anyhow?
Crying, trying to tell my story. I overthink, always stress over worry. Rather stay home than go to a party. Cause it's not just people I'm avoiding. Cause sometimes I bet on my reflection. I do, but I got tired of rejection. I know I got no time for second guessing. Cause I'm working on loving me more.
my mama said,
sometimes when I feel a little down and nothing seems to go my way,
nothing goes my way.
no matter how hard I try, I'm stuck in the same old place. Sometimes when I feel a little down and nothing seems to go my way,
Nothing goes my way.
no matter how hard I try, I'm stuck in the same old place.
And the record go 5, 4, see my down. See my mama tell me make I hold it down. Bad mind but I'm still around. Time and time I go wear my crown. 3, 4, see my down. See my mama told me make I hold it down. Bad mind but I'm still around. Why you people not fit on me?
Sometimes I seem a little detached, blame my moon in Aquarius, a Cancer, so I cry a lot, hilarious. But push me down, I no go greet, yeah. Look into my eyes and you go see fire. Mikai and you the coco. Life is too sweet, Ajinomoto. Even when it be like say we stop for go slow. Cause my mama said so. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when I feel a little down and nothing seems to go my way,
Nothing goes my way.
no matter how hard I try, I'm stuck in the same old place. Sometimes when I feel a little down and nothing seems to go my way, nothing goes my way. No matter how hard I try, I'm stuck in the same old place.
And the record go 5, 4, see my down, see my mama tell me make I hold it down. Bad mind, but I'm still around. Time and time I go wear my crown. 3, 4, see my down, see my mama told me make I hold it down. Bad mind, but I'm still around. Why you people know if you do me anyhow?
I love this track. I love this track. The vibe on this track just lays back. The fill in, the pickup from the drums, the vibe on it. It's has a very old school feel, but then it's done in a very modern way, and I really appreciate it. And listening to different things this summer, I stumbled upon this track, and it was Mama Told Me, featuring Jake Leese and Moses Chris. And again, I found a lot of this music by just going down the rabbit hole, if you know what I mean. You start to listen to one thing and you type in another name and you say, what's this? And then something else is recommended. Then you talk with a friend and they say, nah, but you got to check this out. And before you know it, you're 3 hours into with your headphones on in a hole of music that you cannot dig yourself out of. But the beauty is you end up finding different obscure tracks and different things you normally wouldn't. But again, getting back to digging, getting back to one of my favorite artists of all times is MF Doom. God bless the dead and big up to his family. But this man was not one of the most prolific rappers ever to get behind a microphone, but he was also a great producer. And I stumbled on in the record shop here in Lecce this Metal Fingers Presents Special Herbs 7 and 8. Now I actually have this in digital version with his rhymes on top. But again, I found the instrumental, and this is very rare that on a program like this that you'll find an instrumental track, but I have to play this one. It's and see if you can guess where the sample is from. MF Doom, check it out.
What?
Man, listen. This is the weirdest thing about MF Doom, right? And it's how he would just end tracks abruptly. He had a way. It's a style to it, and I really appreciate his drum sounds, his snare drum sound, all this stuff, man. Again, one of my favorite artists. And the truth is, I saw an interview he did, and he talked about a guy I know very well, Mr. Kanye West. Now we call him Ye. Changed his name officially now. His name is changed. Ye. Okay. And he said in an interview that one of the producers that he would like to work with but never got a chance to would be Kanye West. And this summer finally came out Donda, which we had been waiting for. But there were a few tracks on this album that are very interesting, Giancarlo. And I'll tell you why. It's the first time maybe in the history of music that Lauryn Hill has approved a sample of her voice to be used. And how he used the sample. In fact, this is what I wanted to talk about, which is why I played MF Doom, because of how he sampled. One of the greatest to ever sample in our generation right now, the chopper sample, is Kanye West. He keeps the soul of the original sample, but somehow makes it his own. Here's the new track from Kanye West, Believe What I Say.
Yo, my men and my women. Yo, my men and my women.
You need something unexpected. Some form of weapon. You ask him to feel protected. And still feel protected. Just one time for the record. Just one time for the record. Don't agree with the message. Don't agree with the methods. Don't let the lifestyle drag you down. Who knows when was the last time you found the love? One less sparkle to follow in my life. One less sparkle to follow. Man, it's too early. What the hell you do waking me up at 5:30? Why the hell are you worried? Play something that is very, very vibe worthy. I don't want my mind alerting. People saying tweeting gonna make you die early. How about have my heart hurting? Hold it on the side, that can make it die early. Gonna get your best attorney. Something's there, feel it when I heard it. Just release the spirit, let it flow though. How do you leaving out with one leg like Flojo? Nail me to the cross with long nails like Coco. Free throat coat for the throat goats. Even if I gotta do it solo, even if I gotta do it with no promo. I ain't got my point across till we finally get across and pass the point. So there's a couple things that I gotta quote. Don't involve yourself in things you don't have to know. I ain't never question what you was asking for. I give you every single thing you was asking for. I don't understand how anybody could ask for more. Got a list of even more, I just laugh it off. I be going through things I had to roll. Celebrity drama that only Brad to know. Too many family secrets, somebody passing notes. Things I cried about, I found laughable. Little baby Jesus ain't laughing, no. Don't involve yourself in things that ain't have to know. The big man upstairs ain't laughing, no. Don't involve yourself in things that ain't have to know.
Now here we are. You know I'm not about it. Showed you my heart. I let you into my thoughts.
Don't let the lifestyle drag you down. Who knows when was the last time you felt the love? One less sparkle to follow in my life. One less sparkle to follow the love. One less sparkle to follow in my life. One less sparkle to follow.
Okay, I didn't throw a fit when you said you wanted to leave. I told you I loved you, but you didn't believe. You were too easily fooled, so easily deceived by some dude who was more rather into greed. Played by your emotions, you were swamped by your needs. Told me I didn't believe, you said I was out to deceive. You said that I lie. How did I told you everything, didn't I? But you just could not believe. Man, I'm so peeved. Your friends all up in your head. even when we're in bed. Your mind's elsewhere, and you say you care? I'm laughing at you all. You think you got me? No, my back ain't against the wall. The wall.
Don't let the lifestyle drag you down. Who knows when was the last time you felt the love?
Well. We have finally come to the end of the first show back. And I have to tell you, I know I may have been a bit all over the place, but if you really take a listen back to this program on Spotify, where you can find all the programs from Icon Radio, you will see where I was going with this. And finally, I want to say thank you to Alessandro for always putting up with all the mess from all of us and keeping us all together. Really appreciate it, our program director. To Giancarlo Zank, thank you, brother, always for the support, the technical support, and always keeping those hands busy behind the console for me. Last but not least, I would like to thank my son Liam for this last track. He is a huge Thundercat fan, and he's all into Flying Lotus, and he's all into what I call the new stuff, you know. He's doing his thing, and he's found a new way to discover jazz. And I realized this, that, you know, I grew up obviously listening to Coltrane and Monk and all the classic and historical artists, but I'm understanding that my son and all the younger generation are finding this music in a different way, and they're finding it through these obscure projects that come from electronic artists that you would never know, but because they follow the names and technology is beautiful, one thing leads to another thing. He actually found this album and asked me to get it, and I got it. And I wanted to play this last track for you guys. It's a bit off the road, but sonically it's relevant, it's hip, it's now, it's educational. I want to say thank you guys for listening. Tune in again next Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. here with the New York on Icon Radio. Peace.
Just be